The Fall of the House of Usher. This is a gothic horror drama series which was released on Netflix, and now finally I have seen this series completely, and now through this review, I am sharing with you my good or bad experience of this series. So let's talk about my experience of this series without wasting any more time. So first, let me tell you about the story of this series. In this series, you will see the story of Roderick and his sister, who are the owners of the Usher Empire, and in this series, you will see the rise and fall of the same Usher Empire, and you will see how, who and why each and every child of the Usher family is being brutally killed. To know all this, you will have to watch this series. And now, before moving ahead in this video, a small request to like the video and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And the subscription is absolutely free. You don't have to pay any money, but I will keep getting the motivation to keep bringing such videos for you guys. So please subscribe to the channel and don't forget to like the video. Now let's talk about my experience of this series. So see, horror and terror are two different things, and now what is the difference between these two? If I explain this to you in this video, then the video will be quite long. That's why those who don't know can do their own research. And just like this, there are more types of horror genres. Mostly people only know about ghost stories and haunted house stories and consider it just horror. Whereas there are other types of this genre like slasher horror, sci-fi horror, psychological horror, comedy horror, and gothic horror. And there are other types of this genre. And this series is a gothic horror series. And now, what is gothic horror? You can do your own research on this. So that's why if you see this series from this mindset that it will be a ghost story in which you will always see a ghost, or it will be a haunted house story in which you will see the story of a haunted house, then it is not like that. This series is a gothic horror series and a sad, tragic and terrifying story, and a great experience for those who understand horror genre types well. But those who still like to see ghost stories, are stuck in it, or are stuck in the stories of haunted houses, and they only want that. So they may not like this series, but a wise audience will see horror hidden in every corner of this series. You will find horror hidden in the themes of this series. You will find horror in the social commentary of this series. Plus, Mike Flanagan and his team have also put a good start to the jump scares in this series. You will find some smart and effective jump scares in this series which may not scare you that much, but you will definitely enjoy those jump scares. Plus, you will find a very good mystery in this series which will engage you to the end of the show, and you will find a good and satisfying ending in this series. Apart from this, you will also find some brutal killing scenes in almost every episode, and those killing scenes have been executed very well. And this series continuously teases you with its horror elements, which keeps your interest in the story. And the themes that have been explored in this series, the social commentary that has been done in this series, forces you to think and understand, which is a very good thing. The rest of the character work is also good in this series. As the show progresses, you will keep investing in these characters. Most of the characters in this series will not look likable to you, but when you see something very scary with those characters, you will feel a little sad for them. But you will also like some of the characters in this series. So overall, the characters will also engage you with this series, which is a good thing. The performances of the actors in the series, the music and production work of the series are also very good. In short, this show is a great show in terms of gothic horror mystery. But if you see this show only with the mind that you will see a ghost story in this show or a haunted house story, then it is not like that. This show will not scare you much. But you will definitely enjoy the horror element of this series. The mystery of the show will definitely keep you from start to end. And now, if you ask me if this series is as good as the Haunting of Hill House series or not, then see, the horror genre type of Hill House series is different. And the horror genre type of Usher series is different. Therefore, Both series cannot be compared. But still, personally, I like Hill House series the most. In my opinion, it is the best work of Mike Flanagan. In my opinion, Hill House is still number 1. In my opinion, Usher series is number 2. In my opinion, Midnight Mass is number 3. And Bly Manor is number 4. Anyway, I will rate the House of Usher series 9 out of 10 because in my opinion, this series is a great series. You will definitely see some flaws in this series, but they are not such that will spoil your overall experience with this series. And yes, this series is not to be seen with the family, because you will see nudity in this series. You will see some kissing scenes. You will hear adult language in this series. And you will also see blood and violence in this series. But the good thing is that the story of this series has been finished in Season 1. You will not have to wait for the release of Season 2 of this series. So how did you like this series? Do give your opinion in the comment box. If you like my video, then like it and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Then I will meet you in some other video. Thank you.